So I've actually been on the fence about doing another Ring of Elysium video since its Steam release, but over the last few weeks there's been several bizarre findings by other users, including myself, so I think it's time we talk about this. Hey everybody, before we get started, don't forget to check out our sponsor Boss Boxes, where you can get customizable boxes full of gamer goodies sent directly to your door. Use coupon code AverageGamer in checkout to get 10% off your purchases, and sign up now and you can actually get your hands on the October box before they're all sold out. Thanks. Hey everybody, what's going on? Brandon here, and I know there's not been a lot of content uploaded lately. I've had a lot going on in my personal life, so hopefully that'll all be sorted out here soon, and videos won't be so spaced out and should be relatively back to normal in the near future. But I decided to do this video today because we definitely need to talk about something that's going on. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but something is definitely going on with Ring of Elysium, so I needed to do a video about it. I felt like, over the last couple weeks I've been trying to figure out what's going on, and I can't really, so I just decided to go ahead and take all the information that I have and do a video about it and let you guys know and try to get some of your feedback actually to see if we can't figure out what exactly is going on here. Now, as most of you know, I did a video covering Ring of Elysium. It was several months ago, back when it was in closed beta, and I was playing on servers out of Thailand, and I loved it. I gave it a glowing recommendation. I said it was PUBG 2.0. It did what PUBG did good better, and it was just all in all a really fun game. I loved it, especially the map. The map was probably one of my favorite things about it. There were so many awesome locations that were different, so many cool places to land and drop. It wasn't too hard to find loot. You had the quality of life differences between PUBG, like the scopes. You could have multiple scopes equipped to one gun. I mean, it just had a lot going on for it, and I really enjoyed it, and I loved it. And when the closed beta ended, I was sad, and I couldn't wait for it to finally get released. Well, it got released, and they did a lot of changes to the game. Now, most of the changes I actually really like. I enjoy choosing the loadout at the beginning. Choose if you want to be a snowboarder, if you want to be a rock climber, or if you want to be a hang glider. And that depends on your the weapons you start out with and the items you start out with. I really enjoy that. I don't really like the way you choose where you're gonna start out in the map. In a way, I understand it because they are wanting to give you a little bit of lore with this game when it comes to like the storm moving in. The lore is actually, it makes it really interesting, and it gives you kind of an idea of what's actually going on, and I really do like that. I think it was a really smart move. Because, I mean, with Fortnite, you've got some lore set in, but not really, nothing to say, why are we dropping onto this map? Same thing with PUBG. You really don't have any idea why you're jumping onto the map, what's moving in around you, why is it moving in around you. With this, you have an idea of what's going on, and it kind of gives you a little bit of backstory as to who you are as a player. And, it's very minor to the gameplay, but it is actually pretty cool. The map, on the other hand, I'm not a huge fan of, with it being a snow map. It does make sense with the narrative of the game, with you being a snowboarder or a rock climber or a hang glider, even though I'm not really sure you hang glide in wintry environments. I'm not positive. I've never gone hang gliding before, so don't quote me on that. But it does make more sense for the narrative, so I understand it. But this map is more of a sniper-friendly map, and I'm not a really big fan of using sniper rifles, so maybe that's only my biggest concern with the map is it is kind of hard to see people with there being so much white and black and people pretty much standing out as black objects if they sit still. It's kind of hard to see them a little bit at a distance, but I mean, that's more just my personal preference. I really don't think this is a bad map. I just prefer the older map over this, but it's definitely no reason to shy away from the game. But moving on to the real reason we're actually talking about this game today. Now, I actually wasn't planning on doing a Ring of Elysium video again because, for the most part, the changes that have happened in the game that I like or don't like is just my personal preference. Everybody can have their own viewpoint on that, and it doesn't really change my review gameplay-wise from what it was several months ago when I played the closed beta. I still highly recommend it as a game, but there's a huge problem that's not really been addressed by Tencent that several users are finding, including myself, that I had to bring up. Now, a few weeks ago, they released free DLC for anybody that had the game, and I thought this was weird because the free DLC was just it was a hoodie and a hat. And I thought it was awfully weird, especially when I realized that if I didn't install the DLC through Steam, it was still in the game. I was still able to wear it. Other people were still able to wear it. The files were still there. So I wasn't really sure what exactly we were installing when we installed this free DLC. Now, I'm not sure this is where it came from, but the timeline kind of adds up, and it leaves me with more questions than answers. But a few weeks ago, I noticed my computer was running really bad. it was mostly right as soon as it came out of being idle for a long period of time. If I wasn't doing anything on my computer and then I just came to do something, it took me a while to get it to run really good. And I started checking through Precision X, and my temperature on my GPU was like really, really hot. Like it had been running at max load for a long period of time. And it was right after it was coming out idle, so it shouldn't have been doing anything. So my first thought was my video card was just acting up. So I cranked up my fan curve in the Precision X application, made sure my fan was running a lot faster to keep my video card cooler. And then I started noticing if I go to run anything, as soon as my computer came out of idle, I was running out of video memory. It was popping up giving me errors saying I was running out of video memory, which made no sense because I have 6 gigabytes of video memory on top of the 16 gigs of RAM in my computer. So I wasn't really sure how I was running out of video memory. I tried to Google the problem to see, if it was a driver issue, because there had been a few NVIDIA updates. I didn't know if other people were having these issues because they'd also just been releasing those RTX drivers for the new NVIDIA cards. I really wasn't finding anything too much. So I went through Process Hacker to see if there was something running in the background because I wasn't finding anything in Task Manager at all. So I went through Process Hacker and I found this other process running in the background. It was a 32-bit process. It was all Chinese characters, and looking on what was running the process exactly was a Garena executable, but it was running out of my Ring of Elysium folder, specifically the user data folder in the Steam Apps folder. So I seen that, and I was really confused about that because I know Garena is a platform it's owned by Tencent. I had the Garena application on my computer in the past, but I didn't do anything through Steam with it, and I had uninstalled it since the closed beta for Ring of Elysium had ended because I had no reason to have it. So I deleted the files to see if by any chance would Ring of Elysium still run. I didn't know if it was maybe some kind of anti-cheat that was installed through the Garena platform on Steam or what was going on, but I wanted to delete it off the computer and see if Ring of Elysium would still run. So I deleted it off the computer. Ring of Elysium still ran fine, and then my computer wasn't running anything in the background. My processes weren't being flooded. My system memory, my GPU, it wasn't being flooded. So I was like, okay, well, if I can delete these files successfully, Ring of Elysium still runs fine. What is this process? Why is it running? Especially when Steam's not running and Ring of Elysium's not running. Especially when my system is just sitting there idle. So I went to the subreddit. I went to Steam. I went to, where else I go? Twitter. I reached out to Tencent on multiple platforms trying to ask them, what is this process? What is it? Now, I didn't get screenshots of it back then because, I was just really quickly wanting to get it off my system because it was making my video card run like crap. It was making it really hot, and I wanted it off there as fast as possible. So I deleted it. Well, I made posts about it, and some people were saying, yeah, we found issues too. There were a couple other people found other things that were going on through Ring of Elysium. Doing a quick Google search, other people that had installed the game through Steam were finding their computer acting funny or finding weird files installed in their computer. But then again, there was a lot of toxicity from a lot of the people in the subreddit, claiming for all of us we were just all trolls, these files didn't exist, that none of that makes any sense, and I didn't have any screenshots of it. So I was like, well, I have no proof, but I'm not making this up. It did happen. These users aren't making these things up. We have no reason to really troll this game. I actually really enjoy the game, so I'm not really sure where all the toxicity was coming from when we were just generally trying to address what are these files, why are they running in the background, are they minors, or what are these files? And we weren't getting any answers. We were just getting a lot of hate, which really, it was very upsetting. Because Ring of Elysium is a game I do really enjoy. It's a game I've supported. It's a game, like I said, you can go back and look at this video on my channel. I mean, I love this game. So I wasn't understanding why they were so quick to be so toxic about it, especially other users, rather than just saying, okay, maybe something is going on. It might not even be Tencent doing it. Maybe something got slipped in somehow. Or maybe it was just an accident. Maybe somehow a file got in there during an update, and it was just an accident. So I thought maybe for sure somebody, if I reached out to Tencent, somebody would at least elaborate a little bit on it. And no, I've still not gotten any answer as to what it was. Well, yesterday, another user on Reddit posted they actually got screenshots and saw that they found the exact same process I was finding. Now, they were actually able to get screenshots of it in Task Manager. I never seen this process in Task Manager. It was never running in Task Manager whenever I looked through Task Manager. I had to use Process Hacker to see it. So, but they were able to actually look through it and see it in Task Manager, get a screenshot of it, get a screenshot of the location of it, and again, nothing but toxicity. Everybody's screaming, calling this guy a troll, saying that this doesn't happen. This is getting to be a little too much. So I saved his screenshot. I, again, reached out to Tencent and said, what is going on with this? Publicly on Twitter, asking them, you know, what is this file? Somebody answer me. And again, nothing but toxicity, nothing but people claiming trolls, claiming that it doesn't exist. People are lying, and it's mind-blowing. The level of denial here is mind-blowing. So many people are finding these files, or finding other files like these, since they've installed Ring of Elysium. Other people have claimed to find miners in it. If you do a quick Google search on Tencent and miner, you'll find all kinds of Tencent products that have similar files in them that people have had to go through and delete because they'd been ruining their computers. And I found this guy found this, other people are finding these. I'm not really understanding, why is Tencent not reaching out? Why is Tencent not even saying, whoops, or this is what this is, sorry about that, or giving us an answer at least. But they've been silent, radio silence. Even with screenshots of these files, screenshots of the process running, destroying system memory and just flooding resources. Nobody is saying anything besides, oh, this is fake. Like, how is it that people don't believe that this is real? There's so many people claiming that they're finding these things, but yet so many people are in denial. They're not even acknowledging that this could be possibly going on. Now, I'm not going to say 100% without a doubt that this is a miner, because like I said, I don't know. I uninstalled or I deleted these files as soon as I found them. Anything to do with that process, I got rid of as soon as I found it, because it was really taking a toll on my computer. I couldn't do anything. It basically made it to where I had to run Precision X and cool down my video card for a good half hour before I could do anything on my computer. It made it to where it ran like complete and total garbage. So I don't know what it is exactly. I deleted it as soon as I found it and as soon as I realized what was going on. Ring of Elysium's had 3 or 4 updates since then. It's still running fine, so it's obviously not affecting Ring of Elysium, but I don't know what it is. And the fact that Tencent's not reaching out and telling anybody what it is, and the fact that so many people are just going to be assholes about it and, you know, claim that it's all fake when there's so many people finding these things, and there's screenshots, there's proof that this is happening, this stuff is existing, and there's multiple users reporting the same stuff. It's, you know, I don't understand why people think people have the time to make this crap up. It's not really, you know, I'm a busy guy. I've got 3 kids here on top of trying to do this YouTube channel, on top of trying to run a business, also doing QA on games. I don't have time to make crap like this up. It's annoying. It's not really something I want to worry about, but it is something that I decided to address, mostly because I wanted to ask the community, have you noticed, if you've been playing Ring of Elysium, have you noticed your computer running a little shaky after installing it, or over the last couple weeks? Have you found any weird processes running in the background? Has your antivirus picked anything up? Because my antivirus didn't pick up anything. It didn't pick up anything wrong, so I don't even know what this process is. For all I know, it could have been just trying to update something that wasn't there. I don't know. But whatever it was not doing my computer any good, and I got rid of it. And it's time for Tencent or somebody to acknowledge that something has happened. There is a problem. So many people are not finding crap like this and just making things up. It's not a coincidence. Something is going on. But that's all the time I got for this one, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Just, do you guys think it's a miner? Do you guys think it's a mistake? Do you guys think maybe something got slipped in through an update that wasn't actually Tencent? Just let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it ran a little longer than I wanted it to. If you like this video and you want to see more, please click that red subscribe button. If you want to know anytime Nathan or I upload videos, please click that bell icon, and I will see you guys next time.